guys, I'm going to be talking about this sauer Romeo 5. I just bought this for about $163.90 something. Now, I've heard a lot of great reviews about this site, and a lot of people has gotten this site. I've heard a lot of bad reviews about this site, and I've heard a lot of good reviews about this site. So I'm like, okay, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna, buy it myself and, see what's it all about. I don't want to touch it because, as you can see, I am waiting for that red dot to go out. Now, the estimated time is about 2 minutes for the lumen to go off. Now, I did a couple tests where one time it went off at 1 minute and 51 seconds, and the second time went off at 1 minute and 58 seconds, and then I had one time where it didn't go off until like 11 minutes. And so, to me, I think it just depends on the situation. There could also be a small vibration in this table that I have, because right now my furnace that I have is like really close, so the vibration could be causing it to stay on. Now, the only thing I do not like about this site is definitely the sensitivity of the site. Now, this site is motion activated, and what that means is every time you're supposedly to pick up the site or move it or anything, it detects that motion, and when it detects that motion, the light will illuminate. So, and it kind of bugs me and pisses me off. I've already had this sight on my rifle, and I've kind of already been doing some other testing to it. It's very durable, and it's drop resistant. It's waterproof. They say it's waterproof. I've seen videos. I haven't done it myself, due to the fact that, I paid $163 for this site, and I don't want it to get ruined, because, not a whole lot of people can afford $163 unless, you've been saving up that money. But me, I seen this site, had to get it, wanted it, and so on. So I got it for my AR-15 rifle that I have, and let's see if it's shut off yet. Okay, as you can see, that the light is not illuminated, so that gives me a sign that the sight has shut off. So I'm gonna show you how sensitive, very sensitive this thing is. I'm gonna take my vape. As you can see, it is not illuminated whatsoever. I barely put it on the table. It's illuminated. I barely put it on the table. The sensitivity is way too high in my perspective. It might not be for yours. Of course, all models are roughly not all the same, but most of the time they're about 99.98%. We'll just leave that 2% out. That's what bugs me, because what is it? Is it, I think it's like 50 hours of illumination time, or 50,000 hours. It's one of the two. I can't remember, and I'm not going to take the time and go look at it. But that drives me insane. Other than that, the durability is good. The waterproof is good. The shock resistant is good. Everything else. I also watched a video. I can't remember his name, but he shot it with a shotgun. That's incredible, and it still stuttered there. It still stayed on 0. Still hit the target, did its job, and it held up against a shotgun. That's pretty impressive. Now, I'm not gonna do that test myself, and have a chance of ruining my scope here, but the sensitivity, what they should have done was made it a little bit higher, to where you actually have to forcefully grab it or do something for it to turn on. Me just barely touching that, my vape, to the table, that's insane sensitivity. That sensitivity is almost too much. They should have higher the sensitivity by a couple notches at least. I do like the shut-off time though, around 2 minutes. They should have made it about 45 seconds if it's laying there. Let it run its 45-second time and then shut off. I think the 2-minute mark is just a little high, but that's my perspective. It's not your. It could differ from what you have. But I've also heard a lot of people have issues, mainly with the sensitivity of this gun. They always have to the sight, and they always have to replace the batteries on them. There's times I've heard people leaving their gun next to it, and then all of a sudden wondering why their sight is not working. Well, due to the fact your sight ain't working is because your battery's dead. That or your illumination on this thing is completely off. People think it's broke. Oh, I should take it in and have it replaced because it's not illuminating. It's supposed to be motion activation. Blah, 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 blah. Nothing's working. But they tend to not read the instructions, and they just want to put it on and go. Well, all you have to do is hit the button multiple times, and there you go. I think it's roughly about 10 times to get to the highest setting it can go. Me, I preferably do not like the highest setting. I mainly will go about right there. That's as high as I'll go. It depends on the situation, where I'm firing at, what gun range I'm at, so on and so forth. Other than that, I will be doing a waterproof test on this because I do myself want to see it for myself. I know this site has been around for a while now, and I just finally got my hands on this. They did come out with the new models that I wish I have the chance to be able to, test it. But hey, if Sig Sawyer's watching me, hit me up. But other than that, I think this site is good. I haven't fully tested it out, but as far as the looks, the durability, everything else, all the videos I've also watched, it's a very good site, and I personally would recommend it for a low budget site. Thank you for watching. If you have any negative comments, please keep them to yourself. If you do have negative comments, that's fine by me. If I'm missing something in the video, that's fine by me. I do like the negative comments. That can also help me on my videos. So, anyway, that is it for the video. Thank you for watching.